Ask. You're not the boss of me yet, Lask.
Wow.
Oh, and Davey was muted for that. There's Armand.
Stream, we play all manner of tabletop RPGs for your entertainment.
You know what?
This is the only tabletop Twitch stream that allows you to control the destinies of our players.
It might be for the best.
Earn
Although I
fate
would have
chips.
loved that cold open. Just like hopping right into it.
No one was muted for that. No one was muted.
I would have loved.
We're not muted. There's no way we're muted. There's no way we're muted.
This big.
How are we muted? How did these? Nope.
Hello, let me out of here. Ah.
How do I get out of here?
That's.
Hey, it wouldn't be Wednesday.
How about now? How about now, Atlas? Do we have better vocals from me now? Please tell me better now. Thank goodness. I have no idea why. I'm just gonna delete this entire thing and start from scratch. The whole channel. Yep. See you later. I love how Nat. I love how you're just trying to get yourself in there as much as possible. I'm gonna fix it. I'm going to. Hey, thanks for the host, DB. Much appreciated. Welcome, all you lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play all manners of tabletop RPGs for your entertainment. This is the only tabletop Twitch stream that allows you to control the destinies of our players. Earn fate chips just by watching and also by following, hosting, or subscribing. Spend those fate chips to buy items or to heal your favorite players, make them say or do silly things, and even force the party into random encounters. Tonight we are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, set in the world of Edinia, a place where diametrically opposed factions are vying for control of all magic in the world. Hey, at least it landed right there. How are we doing? Everybody, say hi and let's introduce yourselves starting from left to right while I fix Squishy Boy here.
Hi, and introduce yourselves starting from left to right while I... Wait, that's not what you wanted us to... I feel like maybe I fucked this up. Hi, everybody. No one got my dad joke, and I'm very upset. Did the chat get the dad joke? Somebody. No one got anything.
No.
I
mean, I'm not all the way on the left, but I'll start.
Oh
wait. I don't know what order we're in.
All right, well, I fixed the problem, so let me go ahead and take the lead here. We have Good Devil playing Quentin, the half-elf warlock, followed by Jesse playing Holly Hera, the half-elf druid. We now also have Nat, unsquished, playing Gur, the bugbear barbarian, Tavi playing Sister Nova, the Asmar paladin, and Jen Washitashi as Gray, the half-orc boy who was chosen.
I am chosen boy.
Oh my goodness. Well, we got all of the technical difficulties out of the way early, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop some fate chips for all y'all here, a little bit of extras. There you go.
Also, you jinxed us, so that's great. Good for you.
Yep. Allegedly.
Oh yeah, allegedly. Sorry. Well, we're gonna pretend last week didn't happen. What happened last week, everybody?
Nothing at all.
We had a getting to know you session.
We're gonna pretend like
getting to know.
There was ass grass. I do remember ass grass.
Mm-hmm.
Ass grass.
Okay, so
we learned about our.
Yeah, you did learn about your childrenhood. But if we're pretending, there we go. If we were pretending last week did not exist, then last week's episode, you all took a boat to the capital city.
Damn you, girl.
You actually were gifted the first and what I hope will be many boats in the QSS Armada.
We named it the Dreams of Deborah, am I right? Or
no.
Is that wrong?
This is the QSS Proctologist Senior. The junior's there still.
And I'm
and we found out that that your familiar, your wonderful Sniffler, has the ability to change people's appearances. That's pretty cool.
He's so OP, dude.
He
God, I love
he
me
really
Smithy.
is. It's a really good thing that I control when he does stuff because you just abuse
True.
the hell out of it.
Nuh-uh. You don't know me.
But does anyone else? Did anything else of note happen for anybody?
Yeah, we were discussing like our plans, and someone noticed some scry action coming from the sky action.
mhm.
So then we scattered, and I got Greg got trashed, as he is to do. And then we all changed. We all changed form. We very poorly started planning what we were going to do, and I think the idea was that we were going to. That about sums it up. I think we were planning like what we were going to do to plan once we got into the port. Tavy took the form of a slave. I guess servant, not slave.
I'm not a slave.
Servant. So like face is covered.
No.
Yes, your face is covered. There's a whole
No,
thing.
I'm wearing a wimple.
All right. Well,
Playing the part of Big Wet Billy.
yeah. So you're wearing a
The
wimple.
biggest Big Billy. And he's gonna poop.
Our kitty cat lady turned into a cat. Nat turned into an elf, which is cool. I think elf bodyguard. Q turned into like the Q? What did you turn into? I can't say the words. You're like the diplomat, right? Like we called you the diplomat a few times.
He's the captain of the ship.
Oh, yeah, I'm the
Captain.
Also, I would like to point out I would make a wonderful
Because I'm very
ambassador
shy.
because I am very shy.
I took the form of like the prince or the king or whatever. So I'm royal, and we're all in that form. We all also took different like body forms. I forget everybody but Gur. I don't even remember what I took. What was my? Am I human? I'm human, right?
Yeah.
And what form did Q take? What are you, Q?
Still,
I don't think
still
he
me.
took. He didn't.
You didn't change form. You didn't change forms. Just put a costume on. Okay.
He can pass. Both any half elf. At a glance can pass for an elf, depending. Some half elves I don't think maybe have more like human features or whatever features of the other half would be.
Right. Tavy, what did your character's form take? I forget.
Oh, I just took my halo off, so I'm wearing a wimple so no one can see my ears.
So just me and Gur changed forms? Besides, obviously, kitty cat lady? Okay.
Yes.
Dope. All right, so that's, I
Do you
think,
guys not know what a wimple is?
it's a thing that covers your face. Moving on.
No,
I know. You explained it last stream, but I forgot. I thought we talked about covering your face too, like you were wearing a scarf or something, but
I'm wearing glasses if that's what you mean.
that must have been it.
Oh,
Okay.
I had to Google it. Okay, yep.
Yeah, Wimple's like I had
Because we all know that people who wear glasses are slaves.
You're not allowed to.
Okay, listen, we're not going there. We're not doing that. That's not a thing.
Atlas is saying, think nuns.
Yeah. Which is very funny for Sister Nova to wear to costume herself.
I think none a lot.
That's true. It's very true of you.
I mean, it's also something like a lot of handmaidens used to wear historically, at least in like medieval and Tudor England.
And also in The Handmaid's Tale. So
I was gonna make a Handmaid's Tale joke. You beat me to it.
No, that's a bonnet.
well, it wasn't a joke. I just made a thing. I just said a thing.
You mean Texas in 2021?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so moving right along, you all find yourselves at the dock. You've secured your ship, and there you all stand as you are slowly walking away from the dock attendants.
So we're not still speaking with them?
No. You all were walking away from them as the episode ended.
Oh, we were. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're walking towards the
Yeah,
castle.
you're walking towards the you're walking towards the city that's directly south of where the map is right now. You lords and ladies at home can't see it because of reasons.
Dicks, just big old giant.
It's this one
baby
right
dicks. I
here.
just couldn't stop drawing dicks.
We'll see how long.
I just couldn't stop drawing
we'll
dicks.
see. We'll see how long we can leave that on stream. All right. So please, by all means, take it away. Atlas is saying, "I already saw." I bet you did, Atlas.
Okay.
Let's go right along. This is your.
All right. So are we by ourselves?
Yeah. This is
Trevor,
it's past twilight, so the moon is out. It's dark.
Sucker.
That's Sydney. Sydney is just a jerk.
So rude, dude.
But yeah, it's pretty dark out. There's no business being done on the docks right now. All the little local stalls that were selling fish and whatnot have all packed up and headed home.
Can we still smell them? And is the cat lady drawn to them?
Oh yeah, I mean this is the port of a very well-to-do city. I mean, fish is in the air.
Oh man. All right, so
Are we gonna go kill my not dad?
having that information, I'm gonna turn to the group. Well, first I'll address Sister Nova's question and say,
Oh wait.
yeah, but not before we find out about my actual mom. Cool.
Oh yeah.
All right,
okay.
sweet. Because let's remember why we're here.
So like we told everyone that we're heading to the castle, but are we actually gonna break into the temple right now?
No, I don't think we're ready for that.
Ooh.
I think we need to plan what the next steps are, and I think most of all we need to figure out how we're gonna do that undetected. I know we're in costume and all, but
well, I mean, I know the temple like the back of my hand.
So here's how we're gonna play this heist here. So, hey VG, yeah, I think they're ready too. Basically, I'm gonna wait until you guys get into the town and get yourselves situated. But Sister Nova's right. She does know the temple like the back of her hand. So things like locations, security, those type of things, she has the knowledge. But that still means that you all are going to need to plan.
I mean, I also grew up alongside the crown prince, and I think it would stand to reason that I know the palace not as well as the temple, but like on an okay-ish level.
Okay, so having all that been said, we're set to enter as like a royal posse, right? Which means that I or the captain, aka the diplomat, the ambassador, would probably be the people who are doing the most speaking. If you have all of this knowledge, what's the plan on conveying that information to us? And are we trying to? So I asked that because are we trying to go in like, hey, we're here, we're gonna look at your books, or are we trying to like sneak in and like cut glass and open doors? Like, what do you think the best plan of action is based off of what you know about the Temple of Midnight?
Ray, I say this with all the love in my heart. Can you hold a conversation?
No.
With anyone?
No, that's why I'm asking you this question, because I'm gonna fuck it up. And it takes great.
I think Sneak.
Gray takes. He pulls a flask from his royal robe and starts drinking.
It out. No.
So if we're here
fetch, boy,
to,
fetch. And he sends Sniffler to go grab it.
If we're here to steal stuff and potentially kill people, I think going in and pretending to address ourselves with lots of people is a bad idea.
Okay. Are we trying to kill people though? Great. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Grr. Were those like a series of coherent sentences you just said? Has your elf form helped?
No.
Oh, hold on, buddy. You can't walk it back now. Did your elf form help you in a way that maybe we're not understanding it? Like, what was that all about? I'm impressed.
I'm just very cautious.
That doesn't sound like you at all. Okay.
That's character development.
It really is. My boy is growing.
That's a character arc right there.
So is he? Can I ask a question? A meta question?
Sure. Only if you would like a in-game answer.
Okay, then I'll just ask an in-game question. Hey, so Gur, with this new form, do you feel smaller? Do you feel less capable or less strong?
No.
All right. So, but you visibly looks.
Another reason I don't want to be around people.
You can see right now Gur is putting
Where?
his hands, what he thinks, on his stomach, but you see that his hands are resting like a good like like a quarter of a meter off of his body.
So if I were to ask, Papa to carry me like a little baby, would that look real weird, or do you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
it would.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I just thought I should ask.
Okay, this,
you know,
although it's
case I'm
important,
sleepy.
isn't relevant right now.
I believe it is. And then Stifler comes back with his flask and he starts sipping on it.
Fuck's sake. Okay. So we need to break into the Library of Midnight.
So we're breaking in.
And we need.
What were the point of these costumes? What is this?
So we can get into the city.
But we're not.
As you are having this conversation, as you're having this conversation, everybody roll me a perception check.
Okay.
My roll 20 is royally fucked.
I will
Can
roll for you. Here, you
Thank
got a.
Wait, I
2.
reloaded it. Hold on. Oh, wait, I reloaded it.
I've been
Let's see if it
trying
works.
for so long.
Yeah, you want it to work because you rolled a 2 otherwise.
No, I just haven't tried it.
There we go. You've rolled twice. I'm going to take the first one.
Nope. Sorry. Everything's broken.
Sister Nova and Holly Hera and surprisingly Gur. The three of you notice that this conversation that you are having is a little on the loud side, and it is slowly starting to draw attention to the guards.
Yeah. Been doing this out in the middle of the open, guys. Should probably find
Gur's
somewhere
always
to go.
on the loud side.
Meta. I asked.
No, fuck Meta. Let's go. Fuck Meta.
Are we alone? He said yes.
Should we go back to that underground place?
What?
Oh, the underbelly.
The seedy underbelly. There's you also have some connections at the Itchy Octopus.
We absolutely we have to go to the castle now. Now. We're being watched by the guard, and we just had a very suspicious conversation. If we go to the place where we said
they don't. Okay, look. They're far enough away. They're far enough away that you can discern that they probably didn't hear specifically what you're saying, but.
Also, he was dying.
The loud nature of your conversation is slowly starting to draw attention.
Okay.
I think to erase some of the heat. Okay, sorry, Q.
Continue.
Go ahead, Royal Advisor. Advise us.
I was gonna say we could probably go into the underbelly part of the city, lose them in the crowd, and actually lay out our plan in a place that's used to hearing the.
I like this, and I would really like to lose this robe.
The itchy octopus.
I'd really like to lose this itchy ass robe in the Itchy Octopus. Can we make like we're going to the castle? I 100% agree.
Isn't the Itchy Octopus on like the other side of town from the castle?
It's pretty close to the city gates. So actually, you could easily get into the city gates and duck down an alley, and before you know it, be at the Itchy Octopus. The seedy underbelly is all the way across town, next to the Olive Garden.
Oh yeah, I want to go back to the Olive Garden.
When you're here, your family.
Get your basket, pick your own olives. When you're here, your family.
Okay, but it's like it's important that we're wearing disguises so that we have an alibi if things go tit-shaped.
which they almost inevitably
Never in my
will.
life.
I mean, look at us. However, what we can do is we could plan in advance how we're going to get in, how we're going to get out. I also suggest we plan a potential. I'm thinking at least a visit to the underbelly is in order, because I want to find and pay some miscreants to cause a large distraction for the palace guards. So while we're doing what we're doing, they are well distracted, and we have less people to run into. All things that should be discussed in four walls and a roof, preferably. With
Yeah, so I
guests.
think the goal here is, guys, we should move forward. We should move forward. We should get to the itchy octopus and then have this conversation.
Okay, itchy octopus.
All right. So I take it that means that that's the plan of action. So we're gonna go ahead and start heading towards the itchy octopus. So you get to the castle gates, and one of the guards goes, "Oi, you that lot over there making all that noise?"
I step in.
No.
Well, go ahead if Ambassador wants to
I
take
step
this
in
one.
and I
Go
say,
ahead.
"My captain will speak for us. Thank you."
So as they continue to walk away, I'm like, sorry there, my dear man. They see on the trip in, they got into the to the rum cellars a little too soon than what I had planned. So I'm gonna pull 5 gold out of my pouch and just give him a 5 gold handshake. And sorry for the troubles. I'm getting them to somewhere where I can maybe reduce the loud.
He goes, "Hey, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. You should keep off the streets. We've had a lot of problems recently. It's not a good time. Just try not to cause any trouble, and don't be out too late. We'll have patrols going around, keeping the peace."
Thank you for the good advice, sir. We'll be on our way.
As we walk by, I'm gonna scoff at the guard who told royal me what to do, and it's gonna sound like this: scoff.
I bow my head.
I would like to point out, but I said they were walking off. They were walking.
Oh, I thought they were the
off.
guards for the city, and we were walking past it. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I thought we were like walking through their like little, like royal guard situation.
Don't worry, he didn't hear you. He was too busy looking at his 5 gold and counting it. 1, 2, 3, 6. Fuck. 1, 2, 4. Fuck.
Sniffler.
1,
Hey,
2,
Sniffler.
3.
Sniffler, go get that gold, bro.
Oh fuck. Okay, we're gonna make 2 opposing rolls here. Okay, so here's for Sniffler. Ooh, that's good. You see a Sniffler blur kind of like just dart off and come back really quickly, and the guy's going 1, 2, 3, 3. What the fuck? The fuck? I lose, and he's looking around, and Sniffler just flicks 2 gold at you.
Hey, where'd it go, buddy? You know what? These are for you, my guy. These are for you. Good job. And I flick them back. And he catches them in his little pouch and he says, I set him up, you knock him down, buddy.
Yeah, so the town looks a lot more deserted than it did the last time you were here, even for it being at night. There were, at least the last time you were here going to the Itchy Octopus at night, there were people still walking around. There's nobody on the streets. It's almost a ghost town.
Oh, no. So much for losing them in the crowd.
Right. I'm going to need another
I feel way more comfortable
yeah,
now.
yeah, I bet you do. I'm going to need another perception check.
You're needy.
I clicked the button. Why won't you
Oh,
roll?
there we go.
There it is.
I'll take
Like-
that. I'm just
Uh,
rolling the dice, by the way. All of my worksheet shit isn't working.
You're
so I'm just-
good. I know what your pluses are.
All right.
I've got it up over here. So Quentin,
Thanks, Bob.
as you all cut down the alley to kind of get off the main street and stop drawing attention to yourselves, you see a piece of newspaper blowing in the wind, and you couldn't make out 100% what was on the newspaper because it was blowing by too quick, but you did pick up a few keywords. You you picked up the chosen one, attempt on, and fled city. And it just flitters away.
They're onto us, and also that's like the entire headline of any newspaper ever. So he caught the entire headline. Is what you mean?
So have we made our way to the
I'd say yeah. It doesn't
take.
take that long to get there.
Alrighty. Upon entering, I want to go and start a chat with the barkeep. And just ask him, barkeep, you wouldn't happen to have a copy of the most recent news postings, would
goes,
you?
Oh, periodicals. Yeah, I got plenty of those. And he reaches down and he grabs a couple of newspapers and he throws them down on the bar for you. And he goes, but these are for paying customers, and kind of pulls them back across the bar closer to him.
Yes. A round for me and my
Oh,
crew.
wonderful.
I'll take 2. I'll take a double.
And he gets he
I'm a
pushes him
cat.
he pushes him back. He lays out a little saucer of milk for the cat. He sees the cat and
Nice.
I'm lactose
Am I hopping
intolerant.
all nibbly bibbly from tree to tree?
and
I drink
you
milk for myself.
yeah Holly Harry, you scream that, but you're a cat, so it's just a bunch of meow. And the barkeep goes, "Oh, who's a pretty kitty? Yeah, come here, you scratch your ear, do." Oh, I'm sorry.
And I scratch
You probably shouldn't do that before she eats. It's always smart to let her eat first. So, good job on the milk saucer, though.
But
No,
she's
that's what
lactose
we-
He pushes the
intolerant.
newspapers back over to you and says, "Would you like to sit at the bar here, or would you like to take any one of these tables over here? We've got some wonderful tables in the corner. We've got some wonderful tables in the middle of the room, and we've got all kinds of stuff."
Where's your darkest
yes,
table? Sorry, I'm not involved in this conversation.
Yes. So, scouting the room. Deliver the drinks over to that table over.
Wonderful,
in that
and
corner.
you point over to like one corner that has just this one candle that's flickering. It's almost at the bottom of the wax. It's very, very poorly lit.
Oh, it's where we can add a rogue to our crew. Cool.
Gray sends Sniffler over to let me just do this in game. Hey, buddy, sneak over there and blow that candle out. Just go blow it out real quick. There's a nickel in it for you.
He goes, "Wah," and then he waddles over. We'll get to that in a second. So that's happening. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna ask the barkeep if he's just gonna gloss over the fact that the cat is lactose intolerant.
Well, no one knows the cat's lactose intolerant because
Gert did.
Gert does.
Gert did.
Gert does.
But Gert told the
Oh,
barkeep.
did
Yeah, I said
Yes.
she's lactose intolerant.
Oh,
And I am in very cat fashion going to slowly push the saucer of
Hey,
milk
this is a royal.
off of the edge
Excuse me,
of
sir.
the
This is a
bar.
royal feline, and I don't know if you heard, but my bodyguard to let you know promptly that our feline is lactose intolerant. Do you have any pocket meat or any fish?
he goes, "Oh no, but I do have this contraption." And he, God damn it, why am I doing this? He brings out
Don't do it.
Do you remember what
Don't do it.
restaurant?
Yeah,
slash
no,
inn
you're
we're
at the Itchy Octopus. I know
Come on.
exactly what's going on here. But he goes, I've got just the thing. I got just the thing. He pulls out this contraption and it has an almond in it. And it's literally just milking the almond. Like that.
Like the almond has nipples, Armand?
Exactly.
That's what you're doing?
Exactly.
All right. It couldn't be pressing the almond.
No,
right?
no,
It
no,
has
no,
to
no,
be
no.
milking it?
Because in this
Okay.
world, that's how you get almond milk. In the world of Edinia,
It's upsetting
first rule-
that in the world of Edinia, it's canon that almonds have nipples.
Right? And that's our first rule, guys. Our first rule of Edinia is that almonds have nipples. Never forget.
Yeah, you can get your almonds either nippled or nippleless.
I hate this so much.
It's actually a great.
But you can get
Go ahead.
almond nipple chips.
Yeah, you get the
Oh no. Are they roasted? Are they roasted nipples?
They can be.
Okay, great.
They can be
Great.
right next to
Super
your
great.
chestnuts.
Oh.
Anyway, so Quentin, you make your way over to the table, and I assume that you're perusing the newspapers.
Yep.
BRB.
You can't miss it. The first newspaper, the most recent one, real big picture of Sister Nova on it. And the headline is Chosen One makes attempt on King Cornblower's life and flees city with adventuring party.
Hey, sister. Apparently, you've tried this already before with a different crew. What's up? And I slide the paper her way, or their way. Sorry.
Sister Nova tries their hardest to keep their composure because there's a lot of heat on them right now. And this is just more heat.
If you would like to read more of the article, you feel free to glean a little bit more information out of this.
I think I would want to read more of the
All
article.
right. So basically, through reading through the article, shortly after you all left, this probably took place when you all were making your way to the tower, or even past the tower, heading back to the ship. Apparently, the authorities didn't catch, but saw Sister Nova make an attempt on the king's life. It was unsuccessful, and since then, the castle is on high alert lockdown. The king has left the city to go to someplace more secure, and has taken the holy eclipse with him.
That's rude.
You didn't think I was going to make it easy on you all, did you?
So sister, for all the let's rush the castle speak we were doing earlier, do you want to sit down and come up with a new plan?
I think Sister Nova's just so angry. Like she's on the verge of angry tears.
And Cube's just gonna thinks he's about to get hit and just puts his arms up.
Because she actually didn't do this. You're not thinking about it. She wasn't okay, she was.
Well, sister, the good news is if the party in question that they're referring to in the paper is in fact us, the good news is we have an entire town as an alibi that can speak for us where we were, how their glorious new warlock savior saved them all.
Okay.
And then I'll vouch for the rest of you guys.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm really upset that the Holy Eclipse just fucking left.
As you were having this conversation and looking at the newspaper and like talking back and forth, you all hear a little whack, and the candle goes out.
Yep. Oh, hey, bud, hey, Sniffler. I'm sorry, bud. I know what your daddy told you, but you wouldn't happen to have a match in that pocket of
He
yours, would you?
goes into his little pocket pouch and pulls out a Zippo.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know it was like that, Sniffler. All right. Yeah, light it back up, and let's not tell Papa Gray about this. Huh?
Wah, 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 wah. And then hops up there, lights it, and
I have a plan. Okay, I want to read the article to see if the prince and princess are still in the castle. If there's anything news of them leaving or anything about them at all.
It's not very specific, but you would know that if there was an attempt on a member of the royal family, they most likely would have all moved together.
Well, then who's doing consort? Who's ruling the nation now in their absence?
As it stands right now, there is no one that you know of that's in the castle holding court or doing anything like that. They are in defense mode at this point. They're still
Power vacuum. Let's seize it.
it's a power vacuum.
Okay, so Sister Nova, like, everyone, we need to get into a private room right now.
All right, be right back. And who's gonna pay? Who's gonna pay for our conference room? Because I paid for drinks.
I'll get it. I have 180 gold. Is that?
Oh, I'm sure that's way too much. Hold on. Excuse me. Barkeep, it seems we'll be making this perhaps an overnight stay.
Wonderful. We do have some vacancies. I see it looks like you all are on business. We have the rooms adjoining the conference room if you'd like.
I didn't need.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
The
How
itchy
much?
octopus, known for its great conference room.
So, just quick, out of character meta. I was about to say I didn't notice that the first time we were here, and I just put that right back in my mouth. As that
would have been
been
good.
a little
Someone roll something?
No, I typed something in chat. Skype chat.
All right. That's doable. So yeah, you he goes to grab some keys and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4 because he's not going to count the cat. He goes, here's 4 keys, and since you're getting a group, let's see, carry the 1, 5. You know what? With all the problems going on in the city, I really need the gold. So how about 10 gold apiece for the rooms, and the conference room access is all yours for the night.
Is that for a week or?
It's for the
It's
night.
for the night, I think.
That
So much.
sounds like a bit much, my friend.
He goes,
Can we can we call it 5?
You're at the table. You heard none of this.
Oh, okay, sorry. I wasn't here.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it going. I am going to pay him.
Wow.
All right, he pays him.
You said,
I'm a cat. I shouldn't have to
And he-
pay 10 gold.
so that's
Mhm.
that's.
I already
got
paid.
it.
He's not counting the cat.
You're right. I'm not. And as he gives the keys, he goes, now, please do be mindful that the conference room can get a little drafty. A few weeks ago, someone blew a goddamn hole in the fucking wall. I'm still waiting on the contractor to come out here and get it fixed, but with everything going on in town right now, I'm not going to hold my breath.
What's your response, Q?
Yeah, I'm told those supply shortages are a real bitch when, you got supplies out right off the coast. All right, anyway, good night.
Oh, a little bit of real life mixed with the fantasy. I love it. So yeah, y'all go up to your rooms and get settled. I assume we want to all convene back into the conference room to kind of plan what's going to happen here. If anyone wants to take a few minutes in their own private room, and go ahead, take this time to describe to me what it is that you are doing. Unless it is risque and private, in which case I don't want to know what it is that you're doing in your room.
Well, we already know what Q does when he gets a room at the end. I'm going to push the two twin beds together. We're making a
I thought you said we all know what Q does when he goes and stays in a room. Hi-ya.
Gray stays behind in the bar. He goes and sits up next to he sits at the actual bar in his royal garb. And he orders drinks.
Gray heads to the bathroom as he was told to head to a private room.
Nice. Very.
Holly goes into the very middle of the room where everyone has to step and coughs up a hairball.
What a cat. What a goddamn cat.
I think Sister Nova has a quick power cry before composing herself.
Poor Quentin's just sitting in the conference room going, where the fuck is everybody?
I'm so great. So I'm gonna describe the scene really quickly. I'm drinking and I'm acting more drunk than I actually am. And I'm ordering more drinks, and I'm ordering enough drinks that a regular person would be completely trash. And I know this because I'm an expert drinker. All the time, I'm whispering things into my pocket whenever the barkeep's not paying attention, whenever he's like pouring me a new drink or going to get something or whatever. And I'm giving like the layout of behind the bar to Sniffler. That's what I'm whispering into my pocket. And my goal here is obviously to rob the barkeep of all the gold we just paid.
Pre-heist.
Yeah. I'm solo heist, really.
Okay.
Very 007. So I'm acting more drunk than I actually am. And I keep ordering drinks, and that's where we are right now.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna come up to you and he's gonna go, "Hey, look, man, I don't know what you're going through, but I can't."
You're damn right you don't know.
I'm going through. I can't, in good conscience, serve you anymore. Why don't you head upstairs? Your compatriots seem to have purchased the rooms. Go ahead and sleep this one off.
They purchased rooms, but I only need one room. And then I stand up and I push the bar stool back and it falls over and it makes a big, loud, stupid sound. And I start walking towards like the area I think is actually like the way towards the rooms, but really it's towards the kitchen. So I'm going back towards the kitchen and I fall down flat on my face. And that is where I lie. What does the barkeep do with this information?
The barkeep's gonna look at you and sigh and goes, "Mother was right. I should have been an accountant." He goes to try to pick you up and realizes that you're really fucking heavy.
This is when I say, I'm like face down. I go, Sniffler now. Sniffler right now. Go.
And he sneaks off. He sneaks off, and then you see little flaps up. They're like his version of thumbs up. Like think of like a cartoon penguin giving you the thumbs up sign. It's exactly what it'll look like.
Quack.
Oh, he goes, God, would you just look? Come on, can you please just get up? Just please get up.
So I got the thumbs up after he snuck off. So that means did I observe him being successful? Is that what you're saying?
You did not observe him being successful. You just saw
But I
a
assume the thumbs up
sniffler
is-
blur run around, and then you saw the thumbs up.
Okay, so then I go, excuse me, sir. Hands off. And I stand up and I walk to my room, acting completely sober. And I am aghast that he touched me.
Get note of that. Okay. All right. So yeah. What's going on now? You've made your way back to the room. So it's 4 rooms, and all those rooms have access to the large conference room in the center.
Okay. Cool. I hold up the newspaper, and I'm like, okay, so this is a thing, and there is no regent in the city. Normally, the regent would be the Holy Eclipse, but he's gone, and so are both of the heirs. And we were gonna kill the Holy Eclipse anyway, and I've already ruined my reputation, apparently. So I'm thinking this is a brilliant opportunity to take over? Question mark? Okay, thoughts. Let's workshop this.
So paint the scene for me. Are we all in the conference room now? Is that what we're assuming?
That's what I'm assuming. Unless you all
All
are
right,
telling
cool.
me something
I am.
different.
No, yeah, I assume that me and Stifler got back to the room, and
No, Armand, we're still on the boat.
He-
God,
he shared with me his earnings. I tell no one. I pocket them, and then head into the conference room.
That'd be 40 gold.
Fuck you! Can you mark my sheet? I can't do anything.
Gur's still in the bathroom.
Gur is indeed still in the bathroom. Gur is waiting for further instructions.
Are you hiding?
So if we're all in the room and Sister Nova is giving us these instructions, who notices that Gur's not here first? Should we roll perception? Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Or I would probably just notice.
But you're a cat. None of us can talk to you, so you can be meowing all you want, and we'll have no idea. It's an 18 and 18.
would Holly Hara be able to turn back into a human for this meeting?
She absolutely has that ability.
And then just back into a cat. Okay, I'll
Well,
turn into a human.
a half elf.
Wait, no, I'm not a human. Don't want to be
Not
a human.
an elf.
Not human.
Sorry.
Just a half elf.
Half elf.
Q, are you
All right,
with
let me go
us
find Gur.
in the room?
Oh, I've been waiting here for some time, Mr. Gray.
Do you notice that Gur's not here? Did you notice that? Like, I don't think he's here. He's not here, right? We would
Did
know.
any of you guys hear my brilliant plan?
Yeah, I heard. So you said you want us to take over, like the city? Is that your idea?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
Discussing plans that aren't absolute suicide. We should probably, not try and take on an entire army. Just a thought. However,
from
what
Q.
we can do, what we could potentially do, clearly there's someone out there that wants to pin this on all of us, not just Sister Nova here, but they want to pin it on all of us.
Wait.
So, first and foremost, there's a reason why they want to make it look like King Cornblower was had someone try to kill him.
Ignatius Cornblower.
Usually, usually, at least in all the history books I've ever read, someone's trying to cause a war. If I had to take a swing at a guess,
Reading, what's that like?
Or someone's trying to take over. Someone wants to make them scared enough that they take off,
So,
thinking that we're not there, so that they can move into power.
well,
And it would have to be someone that
sorry,
they
I was
trusted.
in the
there's the
bathroom
thing that
for a while. Can you guys tell me, is there information I don't have? Because I remember we got to this place, and then we all sat down at the table. I asked Sniffler to blow out the candle, and then I went to the bathroom, and then I feel like there's a big gap.
So
in
the newspaper pretty much says that there was an attempt on the king's life by Sister Nova. Sister Nova escaped with an adventuring party, and the article goes on to have a brief like physical descriptions of all of the members of the adventuring party, and y'all fit the bill.
Oh shit! Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
So, like, have you guys ever encountered changelings? Because this feels like changelings.
It's funny you mentioned that, sister. Yes, yes, we have.
It's either changelings or this is just straight up propaganda.
Are you
As
saying it's a
matter of
false flag?
fact,
Yes.
I'm saying I believe this is likely a false flag for nefarious purposes we are yet aware of.
Atlas has it right. The men of
Um,
many faces, the people of the island were so afraid of.
Do you think, guys, before we move on to any plan, I have an idea. I just think that maybe if there's nefarious plans at play, the best place to do more research about whether there is or isn't or who's involved would probably be this city's dirty underbelly. Also, I gotta buy some shit. So like,
Well, that's certainly going to be a good start because I think all roads lead us into the Library of Midnight.
Yes.
Because whatever additional information we're going to want to learn, I'm guessing we're likely to find it there.
Also, I have no influence in the city anymore.
Correct.
oh shit.
Well, yeah, you're a filthy bread
But
stealing
you
murderer.
do have
shut the fuck
knowledge.
up, Quentin.
Knowledge is power. So let's go over the knowledge quickly that Sister Nova has about the security here at the Library of Midnight. That way you all can make your decisions on how you would like to plan here. So there are 3 entrances to the library. Of those 3 entrances, I'm getting ahead of myself. The library proper is a maze of bookshelves. It's just labyrinthian in style. You have to either you have to know your way through there to get to where you want to go. Of these 3 entrances to the library,
Is it like Page Master style, sort of like Labyrinth of?
only one
Yeah,
of those 3 actually has a path that can take you to the restricted section. They keep the restricted section on lockdown.
Like, sounds like they keep that restricted.
We are talking magic spells, alert spells. If you see a book on a pedestal, it is a very good chance that it is magically enchanted to set off an alarm if it's touched, unless something is done to stop that. There are guards posted at all of these entrances. There are 2 shift changes. They work in 12-hour shifts. So there is a shift change at midnight. There is a shift change at midday.
What's the overlap?
There is a potential for a minute maybe where there's 1 person there instead of multiple. There could be ways to increase that time through distractions and things like that.
Right.
Indeed. So can we just, for the sake of keeping things going, can we assume Sister Nova has filled us in
Sure.
on all of that?
Yeah.
One more thing that you
Okay.
should know, that's a piece of information that you can use to your knowledge or your benefit. The library obviously allows members of the church access to it to a certain extent. Around 2 in the afternoon, a group of students usually ends up going to the library to do some studies. And the group usually ranges between a size of 4 to 10 people.
What age group of students are these?
They're
Usually?
around like between, you know, like the
High school or?
teen years or a little bit older.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they could be college students.
Okay.
They could be high school students. Somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I've watched at least 2 animes where high school students beat the shit out of everybody.
True.
So
Just 2? I feel like that's most anime.
So.
well, I've only pretty much watched what,
Oh, okay.
3,
Okay.
maybe 4. Oh.
So I think we need to wait until 1 a.m.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Can I ask you a quick question about your fellow, like, Church of Midnight members? Like, are there any members that you know of that are on vacation around this time frame, or that
the Holy Eclipse?
Yeah, the Holy Eclipse. Yeah, he's out of town. But there is also Sister Nova. You know that there are the guards are the same people. It's like there's not like a pool of 100 people that do this job. There's 3 entrances, 2 guards for each entrance, and 2 shifts. So 2, 4, 6, 12 guards total. That's the only amount of guards this place has for the entrance to the library proper.
And they're always the same rotating
and it's the
people,
same
unless there's a fill-in.
it's the same rotating people exactly. So that is another avenue that I have kind of opened up for you. You could try to find out some personal information about people.
I was gonna, Sister Nova, do you know any of these guards personally?
Yeah, I grew up with them.
Okay, cool. That's great information. Sorry, Q. Go ahead.
Well, no, I think we're kind of going down the same path, so no, that's fine. Because I'm thinking like what I'm starting to put together and formulate over here is that but again, all roads lead to the library. So I think that currently is at least this, the primary goal until we get in there, and then we kind of just play it by ear. However, what I think I would recommend is we set execution of this plan to take place at next midnight, because it's currently
It's late night as it is. It's
right
probably
now,
around like 9-10.
Yeah, we definitely need to rest.
Okay, so midnight tomorrow, and in between now and then, we start hunting guards.
Yes.
I'm not saying, but believe it or not, and I do have a silver lock in my my inventory here. I will hold it and hold it so you can see I am not a changeling. When I say let's not kill the guards, let's disable them or just make it as difficult as possible for them to report.
I love this idea.
As this conversation is going on, I want to allow for that to play out, sir. We're gonna go to the bathroom at the Itchy Octopus, where Gurr is kind of just standing around, bored out of his mind. Gurr, what have you been doing in the bathroom for the past 30 minutes or so?
Flushing the toilet every now and again.
Do you have anything to say about the toilet and what it does when you
It
flush it?
swirls.
It swirls.
Swirls.
That's about the most exciting thing going on in here.
How good?
So
How
yeah, he
good?
gets bored after some time. So he decides that he's going to try to sneak back in the room and see if anybody else has gotten bored and returned.
To the what? Which room? The main room, or are you heading up to the conference room?
I guess the conference room.
Roll me a stealth check.
I was gonna say,
I
Gur's
did.
sneaking.
Oh, you
he
did?
It's not terrible.
What's everybody's passive perception? Because you're all kind of engaged in this conversation.
Oh, mine's high.
I don't know what mine is.
I'll
I
check
can't look
yours.
at my
That's
sheet.
fine.
Mine's 15.
Oh no.
I have to find mine on my sheet, but I think I'm 16.
I never remember
It's
where it is.
left side, right below your skills.
Yep.
Yeah.
17.
Yep, I see it. 16.
So he scares us all?
No. So basically what happens is Gur opens the door, and immediately as soon as he opens the door and starts sneaking into the conference room, everyone notices him immediately, except for Gray. Gray has a passive perception of 11.
Of course I do.
Because he's drunk all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Gray, in the middle of this conversation, you just turn to your left and immediately see Gur standing there like he's been there the entire time.
Big Papa, you gotta warn a brother before you just sneak up on. How long have you been there? You been there the whole time? Like, what's up, man?
No. What were we supposed to be here?
Yeah, we've been here for close to an hour now talking about our plans. Have you really not been here? Did you just get here?
I thought we were hiding in private places.
Well, this. Grr. This was the private place. Holly Hera, can you cue him in? Can you take a sidebar and talk to him about what's going on?
Can you translate into Gur for us?
Yes. We're trying to make a plan to break into the library. So far, what we know is we're going to have at least 2 guards to pick off at every entrance, and we're planning on going next midnight.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey,
why don't I climb it from the outside?
Oh. I don't know.
Restricted sections underground.
Oh.
We'd have to break in eventually.
Do we have any diggers in our crew? Do any of you have like digging proficiency or?
Good luck getting through the marble steps.
All right, cool. Never mind. Fuck that idea. I have a question for Gur. Actually, since you're here, I thought you were here the whole. I don't know. Okay. So the idea is that we're going to take the place. I think the idea is so far that we're going to try to take the place of some of the guards. Sister Nova grew up with them, so she knows them. She knows where they live. And I think we're going to go passively incapacitate them, not kill them, and try to take their place. With your current form, you probably couldn't fit into a regular human guard uniform. Do you think it's time to go shopping? Should we go shopping, Gur?
For what?
Uniforms, costumes. And they have to buy them from somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. So we need a triple XL for Gur for the costumes because he's not going to fit into any of the other costumes. So I
actually
go ahead. Sorry.
No,
you're good. Go ahead.
I have something that I've had an idea. I think later tonight. I would like to go to the newspaper's base.
Ooh.
If they're open, and submit a confessional saying that Skepta told me to try and kill the king.
You're
And
gonna go
that
as
if-
Sister Nova?
Yeah, I'm gonna go as Sister Nova and confess to it and say
Uh,
that true followers and believers in Skepta will excuse my unprofessionalism because it is Skepta's will.
You know, I don't disagree with this idea because it may create the distraction we need to get in.
Yes, but then you're
Big-
going to have
big-
to have
big-
another
big
heist
spectacle.
to break out Sister Nova
but-
from prison.
Well, there's
think I
that,
can't
and there's
run?
that, there's that, and we kind of need sister. You know, I like, I view like, trust me, I get it. You know, fuck the police and shit, but we kind of need you at the
But
library because you're the one that knows your
She
way
just told
through.
us everything, didn't
So it's what no, what she can't tell us is how to get through the mazes. That I assume would have to be an on-site escort.
she? Would it, Sister Nova, or is this a good counterpoint, or?
I mean, yeah, you guys aren't baptized into the church. You won't be able to see through the lavender glass.
Oh shit! Holy fuck, dude! Canon, like, you're so
Who
good.
runs this
You're
place?
so good at this.
So that's basically
yeah.
the library's like shelves and whatnot is made of lavender glass that only people that have been baptized into the church can actually
So
see
you
the
can't-
path through. So in order to get to the
Right.
restricted section, you're gonna need to know that path. Oh, I also forgot to tell you that magically those three entrances to the library, how one of them has the true path to the restricted section.
Yeah.
It changes.
Don't say only.
It
rotates.
rotates.
Okay, that's a very good point because I was going to say theoretically we only have to take out one pair of guards, but yeah, that does
All right.
change
So
things.
with
How
all
are we
that
getting
being
in?
to the Church of Midnight itself, or
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Did I say it out loud? Am I just too drunk? I think the plan is to go and passively incapacitate the guards to guard the entrances.
Well, Gur, passively is not the way I would say it. Stealthily.
Well,
Stealthily, great
I can do stealth.
but I don't think Sister Nova, please weigh in. Would you prefer that we not kill these people?
I would obviously prefer that no one die.
Okay.
But if we have to kill them, we can.
Jesus Christ. All right. Wow. We've unleashed something in you. All right.
I hope this
Okay,
doesn't
so I
awaken
think-
How'd
something
they know you
inside.
wanted to kill this
They
guy?
grow up so quick.
I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now,
Is it
and the fact that no one from the church defended me
possible?
in the news,
Is it possible?
no one who I grew up with, my brother and sisters and all of them, no one defended me when I was being slandered.
There was actually in the you're as you're saying that, you're remembering in the article, there was actually a part where the author of the article goes, the reporter says, reaching out for comment from members of the church, everyone pretty much shocked, did not think that Sister Nova was capable of something like this, but the evidence is irrefutable. Eyewitness testimony puts Sister Nova, or at least someone who looks exactly like Sister Nova, at the scene of the crime.
Eyewitness.
Well, all of them apparently. So we, with all of that information at hand, I think we're gonna have a lot more to handle than just the tricks and traps of the Church of Midnight. Something tells me that there's something larger at play, and being the mischievous boy that I am, I think we're gonna run into more than we bargained for. So we should prepare accordingly. I think we should be not only prepared for heist, but we should be prepared for battle.
Is the king a good person?
No, probably not.
Most
I don't
of them
know.
aren't.
He's a
Okay.
king.
True.
I'm just saying this would be a very good place to ambush them to get them outside of town with a lot less protection.
I mean, okay.
True.
I really, really, really want
I
to
should
go
know.
to the papers before we do the heist.
Can we? Is
But
there a way
like,
to do that?
I feel like I could run away. I feel like I could.
If
I
it-
feel like I
Sister,
could kiss and split.
Sister, is there a way I can convince you to let someone just anonymously drop off what you want to say to them? You can sign it. You can put a big old heart over the top of I in Sister Nova, and fuck it, I don't care.
I put a halo over
Fuck
the eye in Sister
True.
Nova. A heart,
Yeah.
obviously.
What do you think she is? 12? Jesus Christ. I maybe we should workshop this. Is there a way to get Sister Nova in and out of the newspaper? Like the newspaper is not the police station.
Over it, I guess.
The newspaper is not a police station. Is there a way to get her in and out of there? Like, can we maybe escort Sister Nova in and out of that place fast enough?
I mean, it's not like it's a high value target, so it's not like it's going to be guarded by the guards.
We might have the heat afterwards, but I don't think we'd have the heat on the way in.
Not if she just surmises what she wants to say on paper, and it just gets mysteriously left on their doorstep.
A paper tip can be left by anyone in a story this big. There's going to be so many people claiming to be Sister Nova.
Yeah.
It needs to.
So
come
then we'd
from
essentially
my
just be
list.
announcing to everyone that we're
There
in
you
the
go.
city.
That is a point I'm glad that
pilot.
somebody made here. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. What you all decide is what's going to happen. But please keep in mind, as it stands right now, the town's guard thinks that Sister Nova and her adventuring party is not in the town right now.
But they're still on high alert.
They're still on high alert, but
and stealth is stealth.
So they would be higher.
They're going to be exactly.
Would we rather have a bunch of people chasing a goose that doesn't exist, or a bunch of people not knowing what's going to happen next? I think it's actually a great misdirect, and this is my forte, being Gray, the thief, that we have everyone looking for Sister Nova as we make our convenient way as guards into our regular shifts.
Oh, so you're thinking?
Can we use your disguise idea to get a bunch of people to dress like Sister Nova?
That's not a bad idea either. But there's lots of ideas on the plate here. Here's what I think
I would not have planned for that. That's
very good. That's
chef's
very
kiss.
Super.
It is, but just real quick, wouldn't the church be literally the first place they go looking for her if they know?
If I would be dressed as Sister Nova, I'd be dressed as a handmaiden in a wimple.
No. Are you saying you're saying you wouldn't be?
No, I'm saying they would go to.
No.
They would go to.
I thought there was an attempt on the king's life at the palace, not the. Yeah. They wouldn't be high guard at the church. They'd be high guard at the palace more than anything.
And depending on how I word the statement, the church might actually protect us.
And I'd much rather have them all be looking for her than looking for people who have not been here before. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken.
The Holy Eclipse isn't at the church right now, so really it's just the paladins, the mothers, and the fathers who are in charge. And those
are her homies.
I feel confident that if they hear something from me, they pick my side.
Right.
Because there's no authority there. There's no authority.
You're right. There's no Holy Eclipse. He ran off with the king, who probably had him throw you under the bus to begin with.
Yeah, and he's not here to throw us under the bus, is he?
Regardless, the best misdirect is the one that's the most in plain sight. Listen, you hide in plain sight. That's how you confuse people. I do this literally for a living. I just robbed the barkeep for all of the money you paid. Oh, shit.
Wait, you what?
Here's your 40 gold. Here's your 40 gold. Don't witch bolt me. And I just tossed the 40 gold.
Okay.
At Q.
I think we need to. Okay, I think
by using this exact tactic, I successfully robbed the barkeep. Trust me, this is the way. Sister Nova is the way.
Okay, Quentin, what are you thinking? Because you clearly don't agree. What are your issues with this?
I mean, ultimately, this is your quest that we are currently on, and I was
Our
told
request. Thank you.
by the wizard in the tower, that if I just stay on this path, I will find what
Go
I
ahead and roll
need,
me in.
and for whatever
Go ahead and roll me
very
an insight.
strange reason, strange reason, I believe
You
him.
absolutely do believe
So-
him. You get the feeling that if there was any kind of documentation about the type of thing that happened to you, Quentin, a library is, powerful as the Library of Midnight, a collection of just as much knowledge as possible,
Yep.
is probably going to have something that you need in there.
It's a logical
Mhm.
place to look. So, so as much as I have interest in helping you, I am also, currently interested in helping myself and helping into their restriction section. And I want to get there to begin with. However, if we go to the press before we do anything first, that whole point of, they're going to know we're here and they're going to be on high alert. And as much as they may be on additional high alert at the castle, they're also going to be extra high alert at the church because, oh, gee, I don't know, where does, a sister of the cloth probably feel most comfortable? If I'm saying if I'm a guard, that's the first place I'm looking.
Let's take a vote.
Would we be able?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Would we be able to use the media to maybe be our distraction? So, sister,
Say
you do
fake news?
exactly what you want to do, but say after I leave this message, I'm going to be in this place. Come find me if you want the truth. That's going to pull some guards away
Ooh.
from the areas
That
that
could
would
work
be
You know what we
infested.
could do? We could dress all of the guards that we incapacitate as Sister Nova at all those locations, and Sister Nova's message could be, "I'll be here," and at each place they go to, as they unravel that it's not Sister Nova, we could have another note planted on each person that says to go to the next place and then the next place.
Like
so there's
a-
three different,
Like a messed up
Three
scavenger
and/or-
hunt.
So, Sister Nova
yes,
scavenger hunt.
we send them on a wild goose chase, which gets us even further into the idea that this is the best distractionary
Now,
tactic.
I shouldn't be helping you, but how about this? What if you you dressed 3 people up like Sister Nova and painted on them each the numbers 1, 2, and 4. So they catch all 3 of these Sister Novas that are 1, 2, and 4, and then they spend their entire time looking for the one that has the 3 painted on them.
Yeah, that or the Professor Goriavi. What's the Sherlock Holmes guy?
Moriarty?
Bad guy. Yeah. Or we just send him on a Moriarty goose chase. Either way, that's what I think we should do.
Honestly,
Gur, what do you
I
think?
kind of like how chaotic this plan is, and I'm kind of down.
Yeah. Gur, vote. Yes, no?
I just don't want attention on me.
Cool.
I don't like it.
That sounds good. So you'll get that with our plan. Kitty Cat Lady, vote.
Down.
Sister Nova.
All right.
Let's just do it.
Rip Quentin, but like, yeah.
So what I want from you all is your clear, concise, plan.
Okay. I think I have it. Does anyone oppose me delivering what I think the plan should be?
Okay, you deliver what the plan is, what you think the plan is, and then if
Yeah.
it's wrong, we'll.
And then Sister will correct you.
Okay. All right. So here's how I say this goes forward. We planned that the exact same time, right, that Sister Nova is giving the confession, right, at the media outlet, is the exact same time, and it should be at night because the news station or whatever newspaper's open 24 hours.
They got to print. They got to print the paper.
Yeah. That the exact same time we split the party so that there are people going to the houses of the guards who are supposed to be showing up for their next shift, right, in the next couple of hours to incapacitate them. So we split the party. 2 or 3 of us go to the media outlet, and 2 or 3 of us go to these different houses in sequence to incapacitate the guards, dress them up as Sister Nova, while the confession is being given. Once Sister Nova and whoever goes with her escapes, we all meet back up, either here in the conference room in costume, and do our costume changes, and then head to our regular shifts as the guards, or we meet somewhere else. Either way, I think that's the plan. But first, we need to go shopping for costumes.
Well,
so we need to plan this to be happening at nighttime during right before shift change tomorrow night. So we need to spend the day getting supplies and getting costumes in the seedy underbelly of this city. That's what I think we do. And then once we're in there, then we're in there. Once we're the guards, then we can do what the fuck we want. That's what I think we should do.
Quentin, do you have anything to say?
Well, my one thing would be if once we set the plan in motion, my suggestion, like first and foremost, if we're going to split up, which is already not the greatest idea, but I can roll with it for this.
We kind of have to, right?
Don't think it's wise I don't think it's wise for us to get back together until we're like if we're getting back together, it's going to be at the church.
I agree. Also, side note, I think maybe we should send one of us, have Sniffler change one of our appearances to look like Sister Nova, and not actually send Sister Nova to do the confession, because
No, I think I should do the confession because they might sense it's a magic spell.
they might.
Magic is.
But you're at a news.
No, but
They might also ask questions that none of us will know the answer to.
True, but what if they capture her? What if there's no escape? Then we totally fail the mission we're actually trying to achieve by this distractionary tactic.
No, but the whole point of me going to the confessional is that it's a genuine confessional.
Yeah, well, you could just give us the confession and we'll go give it.
Or I will go with Sister, and then if stuff gets hairy, I'll turn into like a horse or something, and we'll just
make sure if you do that, you stop by Have a Nice Hay Cafe.
Yeah,
right across from the Olive Garden. When you're here, your family. Keep in mind as well, these are reporters. Reporters want their story more than anything. So
more than, yeah.
You possibly, I'm not saying that you could, it would work or it won't work, but you could also try to, I don't know, entice the reporter that it's a big story and they can't, they say like, you're only going to get the story if you don't call the cops. See, you know, one of those kind of deals.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty good chaotic plan.
I think no matter what you plan, it's all going to go to shit halfway through. And
is it too much chaos though?
It's never
with capturing all the guards, and then we have to count on spells working or potions working to keep them incapacitated long enough to get them out where we need them to be and
kill them.
Wow. Sister Nova has taken a turn.
Sister, you know me. I likes myself a good killing day.
You are a big advocate of killing childhood friends.
And you steal from poor people. We all have our flaws. But I'm saying, for the sake of keeping our heads low, maybe we don't kill everybody sight unseen until we have to.
I thought every day was kill day, Quentin. What happened to you?
Day. Well, sometimes you have to, you need a
so
tolerance.
Every day isn't kill day.
Because
when is kill day, Quentin?
Yes! God damn it!
Every once in a while, you got to have a normal day just so that you can appreciate the killing day that much more, you know?
Here's the thing, sister. You gave me you have brought me much joy to the thought that I may kill a celebrity. It's something I haven't had a chance to do yet. So I am willing to do the sneaky sneak, tip around and walk on eggshells, and when I apply the a chokehold to someone's neck. I don't wait for their pulse to stop beating. I just go ahead and let them fall to the floor when they take a nap, and then we'll have zip ties,
And then you
and
turf
then
them
and,
next.
well, we'll see now if you're feeling like if that's how you're feeling, then what we'll do is we'll just slide him underneath his kitchen sink, and just turn it on barely, so it only drips on his forehead like once every 10-20 seconds, and he'll never be able to sleep. I've never seen this guy sleep, and he'll go nuts.
Isn't that a Japanese torture method?
It is, in fact.
Isn't that waterboarding?
No, waterboarding
Hmm?
is worse if you
That
ask me.
Yes.
Because, like, yeah, I want to kill my childhood friends, but I don't want to
Yeah,
waterboard
I don't want to
them.
drag it out because who has time for that, really?
Can I just hold on? Can I point out one thing, and just one thing only? For someone that's given me a lot of shit for killing childhood friends,
Oh,
these guards
shut
who
up,
you
Miss.
grew up
Oh,
with, you are super okay with them being unalived,
you're
sister.
such a
Uh,
massive
if
hypocrite, Quentin.
imagine
You
this
are
is
the biggest hypocrite
imagine
I
this is
know.
my micro.
Like, you will get an absolute bullshit. But the second I steal a loaf of bread just so that I can eat, you never let it go. You don't let it go. Ever. Ever.
Hey, by the way, how did that bread taste? Taryn was, yeah, they're not that great at the bread making over there at Montauk.
Stale.
So
Tastes like
at the
guilt.
risk of helping you further,
Holding on to
I
that.
I don't know much, but I think killing people is going to draw more attention than we want.
Okay. Thank you,
spoken
Gur,
spoken
for your
beautifully,
insightful opinion.
beautifully.
And Gur alone.
At the risk of at the risk of helping you further, which I really probably shouldn't be doing, there's two parts of this heist that y'all have just not even touched on. What are you gonna do when you get there, and what are you gonna do when you want to leave? Escape is like heist 101. You got to have the getaway guy, right?
Yep. Yep.
See, this is why I think
I'm working on something for that. I'm working on something. I think.
this is why I think we need to get the church on our side, because if the church is on our side, then they'll just
Is there
let us
any
in.
underground tunnels?
Again, I'm just gonna note that your church daddy is currently hiding in a bunker
Yeah, the
with
church
the
daddy that
king.
doesn't like me. Everyone else who
Yeah.
I grew up with is still there. There's gonna be
And
someone. There's
who
like,
do they all listen to, sister?
well, I'm literally the chosen one. I was chosen by Skepta, and they all believe
Uh,
that. Who are they? Who do you think they're gonna believe? Like,
the
literally the avatar of their god, or the person who calls themselves the leader of that religion? Who, like, it's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. Some of them are gonna
uh,
believe me.
It doesn't seem like they're believing you right now.
Well, they haven't said. They said that it's a shock that I would do this, but unfortunately, there's evidence, right? They haven't
so
condemned me. They've just
yes,
said,
it's a
"Oh, you're
shock. There's
chosen over
evidence.
this
So right
district."
now they believe you are a regicidal murderer.
As if the, as,
That's what they currently that's what's in here
yeah,
right
but
now.
the
I can't believe
confessional
they said they
might
couldn't
change
believe it.
that, Quentin.
Okay, okay, but sister, can I ask you something real quick? What's the turnaround time on the newspaper? And are we still going to be around for when that confessional comes out and gives the people a chance to pick which way they want to go?
Okay,
We are going to be
that's a
long gone by the time that shit hits print.
because I thought that was gonna be printed like that day. but that is a meta question. Aaron, Armin. My brain's overheating.
Well, you've got to do that to fight the cold. So
So that then just kind of negates the idea that we do it all simultaneously. So maybe we drop the message first thing in the morning, and then we're planning on doing the heist at midnight, right? So we drop.
Oh, you drop that message first thing in the morning. That shit is making the afternoon print. Absolutely.
Right. So see how it plays out through the day.
Like,
see what happens. Like judge. Like do the guards go elsewhere? What happens?
Well,
figure out how the town takes the news, and then go from there.
What I wanted to do was go to the editor's house right now, right after this meeting, so it'd be fresh on the editor's mind as soon as they walked into work. So it'd be the first thing that they were printing. That's what I had intended.
Hey, Atlas says maybe there's some spell that could help you guys. You all are heading to the seedy underbelly, the magical area of this city. Spell scrolls are a thing. They exist.
Spells and
potions and spells.
And I have Pass Without a Trace.
Could.
I've been in I've been in the main chamber of what, either the church or the
it was the castle you were all in. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna produce my wand of scry and I'm gonna think about that room. Who's there?
You see some guards kind of like walking around. Looks like they're investigating. They're looking at things. They're moving around pretty quickly from like this place to that place to that place. The king's throne, the chair is toppled over, and there's a little bit of blood on the floor. So it looks like the assassination attempt, while unsuccessful, may still have harmed somebody.
As I am looking, am I also able to hear? Like, am I hearing any banter between the guards or the investigators?
You hear
whatever
two of them talking
are.
to each other, going like, "I can't believe that the chosen one would do something like this." The other one goes, "Oh, I can. I don't trust any of them religious types. They're all zealots, you see. They all like worshiping them gods. What do them gods want? They don't want anything we want." Well, I guess you're right, but she always seemed so pure and innocent. Well, yeah, I guess she did, but you really can't judge a book by its cover now. Now, can you? No, I don't think so. I think maybe we just had it all wrong. Maybe the church is behind this. You don't think? No, I don't think the church is behind this. The other ones, and that's pretty much the conversation they're having back and forth, arguing over who they think is actually responsible.
Okay.
With a place this big, with exits so small, once they realize all this stuff is going on, how are we going to get out?
It's a great question. Sister,
it's a lot of attention to draw when you're trying to sneak.
Okay, so first step is getting outside of the church. Sister, you're our expert.
Okay, so my question.
Where
all right, let's get meta. I'm ready.
Okay, so I know that the path through the library shifts and the bookshelves move. Does Sister Nova know how the bookshelves move? Does she know that there's a mechanical way to get them to move? Because she spent her entire life maneuvering through the library. So would she have found a way to be able to manipulate the path?
I would say you've never tried, but with your knowledge of the library, if you were to attempt something like that, I would probably give you advantage because you're familiar with the library itself. I'm not going to say you definitely can or you definitely can't, but I feel like if that was something that you attempted to do, you'd have advantage on it.
Okay, thank you.
How close is the library to the underground?
The seedy underbelly is kind of on the other side of the town, and the church and the castle are more centralized in the city. Like they're the focal points.
Wait, wait a minute. Now, are you suggesting that there's a secret tunnel from the underground to the restricted section? Because there were
No.
journals from the restricted section in the underbelly market.
That's certainly an idea. It's not the route I was going. The route I was going was, is it possible that we could get to the underground quickly after getting what we need from the library and finding a way to get out through the underground? Gur's focus is escape.
Because
Gur does not like to be confined or
because you all
fashion.
are not familiar enough with this town, and Sister Nova is familiar with the town, but the seedy underbelly, the magical quarter of the town, is not something that she's very much privy to beforehand. You don't know if there would be an exit from the magical corridor to the outside of the city, but it would be reasonable to assume that. Just because you
that's what I kind of figured.
What are Quentin's thoughts?
So where am I? So, what I'm thinking, guys, in order to actually get this plan together, instead of bouncing from how do we get to the underground? Okay, we need to take this in order, step by step. So, which is actually where I was trying to go with. Okay, how do we get out of the church? After we get out of the church, where do we go? After we determine where do we go? How do we get there? Like we got to take this down like rung by rung. Like this is gonna have to be a very elaborate plan to even stand a chance of getting out of this unscathed and under the radar. If Quentin knew what a radar was.
I think there's going to have to be giant diversion, a clear costumes or hiding our appearances, changing our appearances, and a lot of stealthy magic and tricks and things.
Okay. So,
tricks, you say? Stealthy magic?
Tricks are for kids. Yes.
As it stands right this second, we know, like through Sister, we know where all these guards live. We can either take out a handful or try to go for them all, but we're also trying to conserve time. And I know some of us want to go shopping and purchase any supplies we might need. So we have to start allocating time. We have let's see. You said it was 9:30 before. I'm assuming we've been arguing for about a half hour now. It's currently 10 o'clock. So as it stands from right now, we have 26 hours to execute everything that we want to. We have to start thinking realistically how much time we want to devote to each activity. So the first thing we're doing, we kind of already know. We're incapacitating guards, whether that means preferably, just knocking them out cold, stealing their clothes and shoving them out the front door into the bitter cold outside. Yes, sister.
Idea. What if tonight You guys, the three of you, go kidnap those guards and take them to the seedy underbelly and use our contact Prongle to entrap them while Holly Harrow and
I love this. I get to interact with Prungle, and I get to. I'm so pumped.
while Holly Harrow and I go break into the editor's house.
The problem is, if you were going to start kidnapping people now, you are going to end up with six
keep them for so long.
missing guards at midnight tonight.
Send in sick notes. Send in sick notes.
Yeah, no, that's like even the dumbest guard would immediately go.
Where's my relief?
Hey.
Would it not be wise to maybe first just go to the underbelly and see what we can find first before we start trying to make plans? Like we
Well,
don't
not
look
right-
for
not
potions
right-
and scrolls and
well-
costumes and whatever we might need.
Holly, did you see the state of the streets? We almost got pinched on the way walking in here.
No, but
We're
I
not
agree.
going back we're not going
Can we
back
change our
out there
appearance again?
tonight.
Shouldn't we touch base with Prungle before we do any of this?
Sorry, what?
Shouldn't we touch base with Prungle before we fucking?
Thank you for correcting yourself.
I almost didn't.
Prangle.
Should we touch base with Prungle before we do this? Because I think that's a great idea when we do capture them. I saw you eating those earlier, and I was.
And we might
so
be able to
jealous.
pick up a couple extra
It
bodies.
was a sign.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. So I think maybe that's a great idea. We should spend our night, if we're not going to sleep, at least if the next couple of hours going to the seedy underbelly, aka next week, and discussing with Prungle and finding costumes and talking to any other like devious people we could probably get on our side for this.
I will also say,
that sounds like a great idea.
Based on how I have crafted the security for the Library of Midnight, there is at least, I think, 2 spells that if you had spell scrolls for would pretty much put it on easy mode. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what those spells are, but I'm just going to tell you that I have already thought ahead and was like, oh man, if they think of using these, that's going to be lit. So I'm just going to tell you, there are magical solutions to all of your problems because we live in a world of magic.
So that's the plan, right? We spend the next couple of hours before we have to come back here and catch some Z's, going to the seedy underbelly and figuring out what the next steps are. Because there's a lot of this parts of this plan we can't really put together without connections and making sure we can get the costumes and making sure we can get possible like spell attributes to help us, and I think that's what we need to do. We need to break here, go there, and
Quentin did bring up a very, very good point that that just going from the docks to here, y'all drawed a lot of attention.
In response to that, who else in the party can completely change their appearance? I could turn into an animal, somebody can change their complete appearance, and just 2 of us can go into the underbelly, get a bunch of shit, and then come back.
No one's recognized me as Sister Nova, and I was literally the chosen one, and we were in a bar, very crowded, with my face plastered all over the place, and no one recognized me.
In disguise. However, once you go back out on those streets where they are, where they're Terry frisking everybody that walks by, like right now, this place is a stop and identify state. Okay.
Okay, so Sister Nova, is there a sneaky way we can get to the seedy underbelly besides the main roads and alleys?
I only know of the way that we all showed because I was raised a paladin, but I'm thinking.
What about the barkeep?
The party, like smaller numbers, less suspicion.
True. Split the party is a great idea.
Sure. In the light of day, it's gonna certainly be much less suspicion.
I vote that I go with.
I am totally okay and on board with sending Holly Hera because she can shapeshift.
I think
Well-
Holly, Hera, and I should go to the papers, and the three of you should go to the underbelly. But obviously, that's
I
a
don't-
negotiation.
Well, here's the deal. Meta, we have almost no time left to make this plan, right? So we should spend the next few minutes figuring out what the next stream is going to be like when it comes to like actually hatching the plan. So
Oh, it's gonna be nothing but this.
No.
You've finally
We
fallen
have
into my
to
trap.
come to some
How's
sort of
that
conclusion.
barracks taste now?
So
Well,
I don't
mean,
disagree that. Sorry, go ahead.
it comes to this. Some of us want to torpedo the entire thing.
Oh, I have 2% battery. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Run.
Oh no.
Almost done.
I don't run.
Can we change our appearance
He
again?
didn't make it. He didn't make it. No.
Run!
Our
Oh.
He got
So,
caught.
Sniffler's ability is not as it's not as powerful as normal magic. So the more people he uses that spell on, the less effective it is at once. So he could change your appearance, probably 2 people pretty comfortably. 3 people, it starts to get a little hairy. 4, you're probably looking at just a pair of glasses with the masking tape in the center and a little nose with a mustache.
Can we determine who out of the 2 groups is going to need the most sort of like devious costume changes or distractionary magic or anything that's like mischievous?
2 thoughts
I
about
don't.
this. First thought is the 2 non-human or 2 non-humanoid-ish looking.
The orc and the bugbear. Mm-hmm.
Which is what we're doing now. My other thought is if Sister Nova's plan is to go attempt to talk to the church, that maybe she should have Sniffler with her during that part in order to change her appearance to allow her to get away.
Well, she's going to the editor, right?
Yeah, this right now, but I'm talking about
Oh,
in the discussion of plans.
okay. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Sniffler, what do you think?
You see Sniffler is in the corner and he's got this little blanket and he looks like he's trying to sleep, but he looks troubled. And you feel this empathic link with Sniffler. Like you could feel his feelings and you can feel that he's listening to all of you talk about this plan, this very dangerous plan that could end up with everybody in prison or worse, dead. And he's scared and he's tired and wants to sleep to just end this day, but he's too afraid to sleep. Does anyone?
I'm gonna walk over to Sniffler and say, "Hey, man, you don't have to do anything right now. Just catch some Z's." And I tuck him in and start pinching his little blanket, like around him.
And you see, as he's doing it, he's just so still uncomfortable, and he keeps like tossing and turning. And
You're giving me flashbacks to putting my kid to bed. Like this is terrible.
Holly's gonna walk over and sit next to Sniffler. Hey, little guy, you look like you're a little uncomfortable. Can I tell you a story that my mom told me when I was little that always made me feel better?
Wow. And as you say that, he seems very receptive to being told a bedtime story. And you look in the corner and there's a little tiny teddy bear in the conference room that you just grab and hand to him as you get ready to tell him this wonderful bedtime story that your mother told you. And we will find out what that bedtime story is next week, everybody.
Woo! I for one thought this was an absolutely excellent week or stream episode. This was a lot of fun. I love this.
It's so stressful.
Yeah. Now you know how it feels like when I'm planning stuff for the group. I'm like, I gotta plan this. I gotta plan this.
Try having a bunch of things that you want to say, but your character would never do that.
Dude,
Try sitting here going, no,
Just like-
no, I'm the DM. No, you should definitely be doing it this way. But you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Right?
I
When Gert
threw
came
out
out with
more suggestions to you all than I think most DMs would, but that's just
I
because
agree.
I'm a nice guy.
I appreciate that. And when Gur said those two coherent sentences or multiple streams of coherent sentences, I feel like that needs to be like a some sort of character arc episode where we figure out that Gur is learning how to not be just Gur, and I'm really proud of him.
He's got a very. I've allowed myself to stick to one very specific focus, and that's how to not stand out in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Because that's all he cares about.
See,
Eventually, Mama Bear had to get him hooked on phonics.
see, jokes on all of you. What you don't realize is, Gur is actually a member of Bugbear Mensa.
Oh, okay.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you all for joining us on the step 1 of phase 1 of the planning step. Join us next week where we do some more planning.
Yep,
This is gonna
just
be like the,
MCU, it'll be 19 movies long.
It'll be like the race.
Oh
Lists.
yeah. So that's what we're gonna. The race was like 4 episodes long. We're gonna try to stretch. We're gonna try to beat that. We're gonna stretch this out to 5.
Yeah, but you had viewers that were trying to help you
If
speed
only
it
we could
along.
like
We have no such
if only we
luxury.
could like Ocean's 11 fucking style montage of this shit for everybody who is painfully along for all of us.
Well, if you all ever get to a point where you all have a consensus of what the next step is going to be, then I'll
Yeah.
think about montaging some stuff. But as it stands right now, I still don't know what you guys are going to do after Sniffler's bedtime story. So
I think we have a pretty
well,
I got ideas. I know roundabout what everybody wants
I
to
don't
do.
think we have
You?
a.
I feel like
because
we're on the same
I'm
page.
just saying. One of
We
us
have half
wants
a
to
plan.
We
talk-
have to be
We
on
should
the
all
same
be
everything.
talking at
page.
the same time.
We spent 2 hours talking about this. There's no way to stop.
I'm looking around at this group.
We don't have an escape plan yet.
Please can we be on the same page?
The amount of the same.
I think we don't have enough information yet.
Oh
It
my
sure
God.
just to fire the torpedoes.
This feels like an episode of It's Always Sunny. Like no one is not talking when someone else is talking. It's great. Tavy's so stressed out.
Just wait until you get to the bird law episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's actually that's Prongle's brother Prangle. He practices
no.
bird law actually.
I bet he does. God damn it, Prangle.
Atlas,
You-
if you
you-
could please write down Prangle and put a dash next to that and say bird lawyer, I'd
and then-
very much appreciate that because I'm not going to remember this.
And then a dash after that says Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. And then a dash after that says warm milk steak. And then a dash after that says end to me, please. That'd be great.
All right. Well, while we hunt down for the perfect raid for this evening, I'm going to go ahead and aliens tomorrow. We don't know.
I just talked to Chris a little bit, and I think because Josh isn't going to be able to make it, that we will try to push off one more week
So we're
for
gonna do
aliens. We'll do Star Wars again tomorrow, and then try to find an extra cast member
Hell.
for next week.
yes. So
And
now,
you never know. I might be a legitimate human being
Well-
by next week. I'll let you know.
fingers crossed.
Okay.
Yes,
Um,
fingers crossed.
So I just wanna thank yes. Or you're just emoting with your glasses.
Tavy's so
Okay, I didn't know if you were like I have something.
I'm just gonna point out your raid timer is.
Oh
is getting
hell!
smaller
Hey,
and
so
smaller.
join us tomorrow when we do Star Wars, and then
I'm not
maybe
Bill.
Aliens next week, and then also next week on Mondays we'll be doing Star Trek Adventures, where maybe we find out whether the crew passed their test. And then next week, when we continue the planning, please remember, as we raid, you are representing not just yourselves, but us. We're all the lords and ladies of fate, so don't be an asshole. Spam those emotes. Make them know what they're missing. And do the thing, everybody, on 3, 2, 1. Wow, that went way too quickly.
I love
I got nothing because everything went to
we gotta
shit.
send Tavy like boxes of chamomile after this. Like we all do just like send